Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another shit show that is low rated chess. Today's competitors have a rating between 100 and 200 elo. In the white corner we have CuddlySnail, who tells me that they haven't really been playing much chess ever since they traded their chessboard for some magic beans. In the black corner we have Frankamongas, who tells me that they've never mated before, not even on a chessboard. I believe it. White starts off with c3. You know it's going to be an interesting chess game when you've been playing chess for years and have no idea what this opening is called. Black responds with d5, not afraid to take that juicy centre for himself. e3, not sure why white is shitting their pants at the thought of that pawn advancing. Bishop f5 is an interesting move, eyeing up some of the weak and light squares in white's camp. Queen a4, has to seize a check, doesn't really do anything though. Black just develops his knight while simultaneously blocking the check. Solid play from black so far, but that's not going to last very long. e4, not seeing that square is clearly defended. Takes. f3, maybe gambiting a pawn for quick development? Never mind. Knight h6 doesn't really make a whole lot of sense since this knight is on the edge of the board with no forward move. h3, I don't know what this move was supposed to be. e6, opening up some dark square diagonals for the queen and bishop. Knight e2, the only somewhat reasonable developing move from white thus far. Bishop c5, black really knows how to use his bizbobs. I'm a little surprised, I gotta say. CuddlySnails, what are your intentions? I would very much like to know. Frank, what are your intentions? I would very much like to know. Surprisingly, black is still winning in this position because of the very weak king and the stupid development choices for white's pieces. Queen h4 is a check, pinning the knight to the queen, followed by e5, which wins back the piece. No chance for black finding that though. There's a much higher chance of Nikocado Avocado finding his own penis. At move 10 we have our first blunder due to not finding that tactic, and now being down the full piece, king e1. White senses that his king is in a little danger, but still decides to remain on the open diagonal. Black lashes out at the queen, still not seeing that previous tactic. White calmly sidesteps the little pony. Would have been a nice royal fork if the square wasn't protected. White trades off the knight. Queen h4, only now does black see it when it full on hangs the queen. White doesn't actually see that the queen can be taken and blocks the check. Black quickly moves his queen out of danger. He must have been shitting bricks when he realised it could have been taken just now. White goes off pawn grubbing. Black sidestepped the previous danger, just to hang his queen on the very next move. RIP. Bishop c2. Black found a cozy little safe space for his bishop in white's camp, in absolutely no urgency whatsoever after hanging all his pieces. Knight d3, black trying to put some pressure on white's knight. The knight just leaps into the void. Rook d5 attacking the knight again. White's knight tries attacking black's other rook but doesn't seem to know that the first rook can just move backwards. I don't know what queen h5 was supposed to do. Black brings his knight into play. White brings his bishop into play, attacking black's rook. Black moves his rook out of the way, but not really. Black sees a fork of the rook and the queen, but doesn't see that white has mate in one, and that his bishop is hanging. White shits their pants and moves the queen out of the way and protects the rook. Black takes the rook. White takes the bishop first, knowing that the knight is trapped in the corner looking hella stupid. Black activates his last remaining piece, but a little too late. White picks off the knight. Rook d3, cementing black's stupidity. Not only can the rook be taken, but he also just straight up hangs mate in two. GG's. I need to give out an MVP award to black's light squared bishop. He was just chilling in the trenches of white's position whilst everyone else was fighting around him.